Bob, everybody should come up here. Greg. Yeah, keep standing up here. Don't leave anybody up.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bob Iden. I'd like to welcome the press, all the live streamers, and everyone else who came out to support us with this very just cause. We had, as a group, wrote a letter to Palestine, and I'm going to read you a summary of that letter.
Louder. Belt it out.
Okay, Dear Palestine, we are writing to you from the heart of the American South, where 5 of us stood on a cold morning on February the 2nd, 2024, to say no. No to weapons made in our backyard, no to bombs built in our neighborhood and dropped on your homes, no to silence. That morning, we protested Raytheon, RTX, and BAE systems in South Louisville. These are not just buildings. They are quiet engines of destruction. Raytheon, a major U.S. weapons manufacturer, supplies missiles and other technology directly to the Israeli government. These are the very tools used in the flattening of Gaza's hospitals, schools, and neighborhoods. These are the weapons that rob you of family, of homes, of futures. And for standing against these weapons manufacturers, just for a moment, we were arrested. There were 15 of us. 10 took plea deals, but 5 of us, known here as the Raytheon 5, chose to face trial. We chose to speak the truth. But the truth, turns out, is not welcome in American courtrooms. On June 9th, 2025, just weeks before our trial is set to begin, a judge ruled that we may not speak the words Palestine, Gaza, Raytheon, or even mention the weapons industry.
That ain't right.
Shame.
In a place where justice should thrive, they have taped our mouths shut.
Oh.
We will not be silent.
Amen.
We each asked ourselves, what kind of world would we want to live in? The answer is clear: a world where children are not bombed in their beds, a world where no one profits from murder, a world where lives are not reduced to headlines, if even that. And here is the truth we carry with us. We are not freeing you because we are helping you. We are helping you because we are freeing us.
Yay.
You are freeing us from our numbness, from complicity, from the lie that this is normal, that this is distant, that this is someone else's problem. Your resistance, your survival has given us our voices, has reminded us that being human means acting with courage even when it comes at a cost. We're told we're criminals now, but we believe the real crime is silence. To say nothing while your people are buried in rubble is a far greater offense than allegedly blocking a driveway in Louisville.
Amen.
We write this to let you know that you are not alone, that the struggle for Palestine is also a struggle for our own souls, for the future of our shared humanity. In standing for your right to live, we are reclaiming our right to feel, to act, to hope. With love, rage, and unwavering solidarity, the Raytheon 5, Ash, Scott, Sonia, Greg, and Bob, Louisville, Kentucky, June 2025.
Hi there. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Okay, great. My name is Ashley Eisenmenger.
Ma'am, would you spell that for us, please?
It's Eisenmenger. Please bear with me. I will very likely get emotional. As many know, we're here today at court because we're facing the charge of trespassing upon key infrastructure assets, which raises the question, key for what? To what end? Who does the sale of these weapons serve? What does the manufacture of these weapons protect? Western imperial power, colonialism, global structures of white supremacy, certainly not our community. I'm here today taking our case to trial because I refuse to plead guilty to this charge, to a system that is itself deeply culpable. It's very telling of this system that we are on trial today while our government supplies bombs that are dropped on Palestinian civilians, children, without consequence. To share a thought from peace activist Frank Cordero, who's here today, there is a crime being committed, but we're not the criminals.
Amen.
We were exposing the criminals. I believe we must ask, when speaking about this case, why the system seeks to protect these weapons manufacturers that are arming a genocide rather than opposing Israel's war crimes and seeking to instead protect human life.
Amen.
For many of us, this is a rhetorical question. As we see the connections between these local and global systems that exploit, extract, incarcerate, murder, and oppress with impunity. To the Commonwealth of Kentucky, we find you guilty of aiding and abetting genocide.
Amen.
We find you guilty of attempting to silence dissent of war crimes.
Amen.
We find you guilty in the disappearing of valued members of our community behind the walls of prisons and detention centers.
Amen.
We find you guilty in the murder of our beloved Breonna Taylor, David McAtee, Jamon J. Jordan, and far too many others.
Amen.
To those not yet engaged in this struggle, to anyone listening who might not yet understand why we would be protesting these weapons manufacturers, I implore you to make every effort to learn the truth of this situation and how this struggle for Palestinian liberation connects to all of our liberation.
That's right.
This situation is not complicated. This is not a conflict. This is colonialism carried out through Israel's brutally violent military occupation of stolen Palestinian land.
Amen. That's right.
This is not a war between two parties with equal power. This is the attempted annihilation of an entire people.
That's right.
This is a genocide, and the victims of Israel's U.S.-funded terrorism extend beyond the borders of Palestine to include Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, and now Iran. We need all eyes on this situation urgently. And we must take action now. To quote the artist Lane Lloyd, every atrocity ever committed has required most people to do nothing. To those already engaged in this struggle, thank you for showing up today and in all the ways that you do. We all have a place in this movement, and each is incredibly valuable. And we have a moral obligation to do everything in our capacity to disrupt and ultimately end the flow of capital and weapons to Israel.
That's right.
Especially those with various forms of privilege, we must ask what we can sacrifice in support of this struggle, what we can risk. In truth, I believe that standing up to these weapons manufacturers should not be a rare occurrence.
No.
Imagine the numbers of people who showed up to the recent No Kings protests, refusing to allow these weapons to leave their communities.
Yeah.
I know this is an increasingly frightening time to stand against the imperial war machine. I know it can be easy to feel swallowed whole by grief and helplessness. Do not lose heart. Remember that all empires are destined to crumble, and a better world can be built in their wake.
That's right.
Remember that hope is a discipline and courage is an exercise.
Amen.
Remember that together we are immensely powerful. Keep going until liberation. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hello. Welcome everybody. Welcome to our media, live streamers, and to our community, and also to the other people who were arrested on that day in February who are here to support us. I also want to take a moment to honor this space where the Breonna Taylor uprising was centered. I want to honor those we lost during that time: David McAtee, Tyler Girth, Travis Najdi, Chris Wells, and more. And I want to take a moment to really, really appreciate the incredible art that was put here in this square that envelops us. So take a minute to look at that, please. And this is my statement. This week, I watched a little boy from Gaza, Sahed, playing joyfully, moving quick with his prosthetic leg as though it was flesh and bone. He was here in Louisville with his mother to heal. As I watched him, I couldn't help but think that the bomb that fell on Sahed and his family was paid for with our tax dollars. The jet that dropped that bomb may have been built here in Louisville, in the South End, on Strawberry Lane by Raytheon RTX or Bay Systems. Meanwhile, Kentucky, fifth poorest state in the nation, sends $29 million a year in military aid to Israel for genocide.
Shame.
But our politicians shut down youth programs for lack of funding.
Oh.
They tell us there is not enough money for mental health care, for job training, for education and affordable housing. But they will build another prison to deal with the despair that comes from poverty.
Oh.
Our young people are dying here in Louisville, in Palestine, in the Congo, the Sudan, and now in Iran. The common thread is that the rich and powerful will do whatever it takes to stay that way, and we are all collateral damage. The violence over there across the world is intimately connected to the violence in this country. The continued oppression through racial capitalism here at home and colonial violence abroad go hand in hand.
That's right.
The same courts that protected Breonna Taylor's killers are the courts upholding an order from the county attorneys, prosecutors, to stop us from talking about the genocide in Gaza and U.S. complicity.
Yeah.
The same people who are attacking queer and trans lives, stealing indigenous land, cutting social programs, and destroying our wilderness are the same people who are putting on masks and kidnapping our immigrant siblings to put in cages.
That's right.
As a child, I heard the stories of my Jewish family members who were killed in concentration camps Others, like my grandmother, risked their lives to hide people from the Nazis. And I wondered then, how could this have happened? Now I understand. It's the silence, dehumanization, the racism that make it possible. It's the censorship by those who own our media and determine whose stories are told and who gets to be human. Let us be clear. Just as the obliteration of Gaza was never about Hamas, the bombs dropping on Iran are not about Iran's nuclear capability. It's about power and control. It's about oil and resources. And for us, it has to be about the kind of world we want to live in.
Amen.
And the fact that our world will not survive this system that feeds itself on constant war and exploitation. We must believe that a better world is possible for all of us and fight for that world with everything we've got. And I'm going to end with a poem from the Iranian poet Parnia Abbasi, who was killed when Israel's first bomb hit with her entire family. And let's take this as a call to action, which I believe it is. The extinguished star. I wept for the both of you. For me, you blow at the stars, my tears in your world, the freedom of light in mine, the chase of shadows. You and I will come to an end. Somewhere, the most beautiful poem in the world falls quiet. You begin somewhere to cry the murmur of life. But I will end. I burn. I'll be that extinguished star in your sky like smoke. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Greg Titchener, G-R-E-G-T-I-C-H-E-N-O-R. I just wanted to read a poem. I feel like there is a moral compass out there. We desperately need to find it as a human race, and this is a poem that spoke to me that really spoke to where I'm at from Mother Teresa. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyways. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyways. If you are successful, you will find some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyways. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyways. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyways. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyways. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyways.
My name is Scott Rosario Mottola, M-O-T-T-O-L-A. Thank you all for being here today. This past weekend, Mahmoud Khalil was finally released from ICE detention after 105 days. And what he did after reuniting with his wife, Noor, and after greeting his newborn son for the first time, he spoke at a rally in New York, condemning Columbia University. And during his speech, he said that one of the ways he kept patients in detention was to remember and to repeat the call, I believe that we will win. And I think about that, and I don't think about it in terms of this trial. I think about it on a larger level. because we will achieve liberation for all. And it may not be in my lifetime, it may not be in our lifetimes, but we will win.
That's right.
So we have to do one chant today. So repeat after me. I believe that we will win!
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win!
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win!
I believe that we will win. All right.
I'm going to end by sharing some of my own words. We must all carry the weight of Palestine. No one gets an excuse. No one gets a reprieve. We cannot design, pay for, ship, and deliver weapons to massacre a people and live in peace. We cannot ideologically dehumanize a people and live in peace. It is our duty, in fact, to carry the martyrs of Gaza on our backs. But make no mistake, this is also a privilege. We must carry every piece of rubble, the concrete blocks to the small ashen stones. We must carry the red-stained soil and the olive trees we sliced unmercifully. We must carry the wells poisoned by our hand and long dried up. We must carry every burnt daughter and every bleeding mother. Each targeted journalist, healthcare worker, ambulance, every dialysis machine, cancer treatment, and especially every dose of anesthesia needed for 500,000 people, and every pad of gauze. We must carry the pink backpacks in the street and the soccer balls on the beach. We must carry every single father, brother, uncle, son. But hanging at the very top, we must string together a halo with the fingers and the toes of the children, the limbs of every amputated child, stunted and smaller than they were meant to be. Their warm blood must drip down our foreheads and stain our bodies and all of our memories. Palestinians provide the proof of our shameful legacy. And we must never experience peace. No excuses. No reprieves.
Thank you, Scott. Now it's time for any kind of questions. Also, I told everybody to say their names before they spoke and forgot to say mine. I'm Sonia DeFreeze. Any questions?
Have your attorneys told you what sort of, if you were convicted, what sort of punishment it would be, what sentence?
Well, the question is, have our attorneys told us what kind of punishment or sentence we would receive? The ultimate, of course, is 90 days in jail. They don't think that's likely, but none of us really know what's going to happen in there.
Do we know how long the trial's going to last?
The question is, how long is the trial going to last? We're thinking 3 days, but again, we don't know for sure. It is in room 102, though, and we welcome support.
It was mentioned that there were 15
Yes, there were 15 people who were arrested on February 2nd, 2024. Some of them are here today. We chose to take it to trial just because we were in a position that we could afford to risk that at this moment. Okay. Oh, SONJA WILDE dash DE space VRIES. That's why I didn't do it. Okay, well, I thank you for coming.
Sonia,
Oh,
do you want
sorry.
to invite people to be here in support?
Yes. And we are having community be here until noon. People will have a chance to speak out, to sing, to read poetry, to just be together, to mourn in this space that holds so much history, and it has really been created in just such a holy way, you know? So thank you. Anybody else?
There was a protest at Raytheon. Do you anticipate any other planned protests before, during, after this? Because we haven't seen any.
Okay, the question is, do we anticipate any more planned protests at Raytheon on
No, anywhere.
Oh, or
I mean,
anywhere?
you could go to Fort Knox.
Yes, yes. Well, I certainly hope there will be more protests, because Raytheon is also behind building the bunker buster bombs, 30,000-pound bombs. And of course, they're not the only ones who are complicit. But yes, the protests will continue because the genocide continues, the bombing continues, the occupation continues.
That's right.
Anybody else? Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have some music now. I think Shadwick's coming up first. Or no. Okay, morning choir.
All right.
Sure. This is a sing-along. Okay, thank you for being here. Introduce them to the morning choir. And they sang, some of the folks here sang this song when we were standing outside on the street in front of Raytheon at like 5 in the morning, and it kept us going.
Yeah. All right.
I would like to ask the folks who will be going to court if you could just come in front of us a little bit. Thank you.
Courage, courage, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Courage, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Courage, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Bob, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Scott, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Ash, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Sonia, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Greg, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Palestine, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Iran, my friend, you do not walk alone. We will walk with you, and sing your spirit home. Courage,
Okay, so we're going to go in about 10 minutes. Remember to hang out here today in community. We're trying to use this as a place to bring people together into action, into mourning, into connecting. And also we'd love some court support, so take a minute to come in there. Today's jury selection, so we don't exactly know if they're going to allow people in. It's up to the judge. But tomorrow and Wednesday, definitely. So thank you.
What time tomorrow and Wednesday?
9 o'clock. Starts at 9, no idea when it ends. They said anywhere between 3 and 8.
What time? Got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, good. We got another song from Chadwick Wild. My son.
Beyond the rubble of the children's ward, under the pale blue linen gown, no heart will ever beat again, because the beautiful have lost their way to paradise. They build walls around their conscience, and they blind their eyes. If there is a God in heaven, where was he sleeping? O children of Gaza, O children of Ramallah, won't you tell me, tell me, tell me what became of love? Oh, won't you tell me, tell me, tell me what became of love? She journeyed past the land of no return, where no one could imagine or endure, and their love begged of God to sleep no more. There once stood orchards in these blackened valleys, from the river to the sea. Songbirds will someday sing again, but now the bitter moon has wept away the summer sun. They may rake away the ashes, but the deed is done. If there is a God in heaven, where was he?
Bring us back up just for a chorus or two here.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart,
everybody must sing together. Same thing.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
When did you write that song? Last night.
Oh my God.
Thank you for being here.
Wow.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course.
All right, after we say goodbye to our comrades, we'll start having open mic. Anyone who would like to come, speak, pray, sing, mourn, scream, whatever it is that you're feeling today in solidarity with the Raytheon 5 or Palestine are welcome to be here. You're also welcome to stay here, sit with the art, be in your own space, recognize the solemnity of the day, or also recognize and reclaim our joy, as joy is resistance. So we'll start in just a couple minutes.
Okay, y'all, so just to close out the presser, we are live in Justice Square where the Raytheon 5 just held a press conference pre-trial. There was originally 15 people were arrested while blocking the entrance of Raytheon Weapons manufacturing. I did live coverage of that action, so that video is up. If you just go on Right Heart and Google Raytheon, you should be able to find it. Yeah, they just held a pre-trial press conference. They're going to be jury selection today, and it's going to be over the next couple of days. 5 of the 15 decided to take it to trial, as they stated, because they are in a position to be able to afford it. The others are not. That is totally acceptable. We're not going to cover the open mic because I got to get to my day job, but I just wanted to go ahead and give y'all a little closing real quick. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Everybody, you know, keep your ears to the ground, see what's going on with these 5. Stay strong, stay safe.